Hello, this is Silvia Pavoni, investment editor with The Banker, and I'm here talking to Roldan Trujilo and Cristina Jimenez from CIFI, which is the Corporación Interamericana para la Financiación de Infraestructura. This is the first day at Felaban, the Latin American banking meetings, and we were talking with Roldan about the role of CIFI in helping smaller infrastructure projects across the region. Roldan, can you elaborate a little bit more on what we just discussed and the importance of CIFI within the region?
Yes, thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate being here today with you. CIFI is a specialized project finance, corporate finance entity. We specialize in financing private sector infrastructure throughout Latin America and the Caribbean. We've been operating now close to 9 years, active in structuring and financing private sector deals such as private airports, private ports, heavy emphasis on energy projects, gas and oil and energy projects, specifically renewable energy, hydro, geo, biogas, ethanol, for example, biofuels. So we work very closely with the international banking community, the multilateral community, and the bilateral community from Europe, and have been active in putting together transactions throughout the region over the last, as I mentioned, 8 to 9 years. So we thank you for inviting us to your table.
And Cristina, we've also saying that because of the nature of what you do, you're in a position to collect the liquidity that is present in smaller local banks, while perhaps bigger international banks have been more concerned with being involved with larger project financing deals rather than looking at the smaller ones. Do you expect this trend to continue, and do you expect to be able to keep on channeling the local liquidity of smaller banks present across the region towards these projects?
Yes, we are experiencing that there's a lot of liquidity within the local market. Local banks are now able to lend longer tenors, so they are just joining in our effort to finance infrastructure. So now we have new partners, and they're the local ones, which is great.
That's great, and certainly it is a trend that we have depicted as well at the Bank of local banks growing and taking up a larger market share in their markets, but also across the borders. Now, where do you feel that the most interesting project financing deals of the size that you get involved with are going to come from next year and in the short term?
We think we will continue to be heavily involved in Central America, as we have been in the past, but also in the Andean region, specifically Colombia and Peru, where we've been very active over the last couple of years. However, our portfolio is well diversified throughout the region, and transactions in Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Mexico, but our emphasis, I would say close to 50% of our portfolio is in the smaller countries of Central America and the medium-sized countries in the Andean region.
This is the first day of Felaban, as we said, and it's rather early in the morning, so probably the meetings that we all just had are with our coffees. But looking at the day and the next days to come, what are the meetings that you want to have with the partners here, and what are your plans in terms of what to get out of your presence here at Felaban? And whether you're looking at perhaps diversify the funding structure of your corporation and partnering with other organizations.
Well, Felaban has been an important source of meetings for us over the last years in touching base with our funding sources, banks and multilaterals and bilateral institutions. And next year we plan accessing the international capital markets through a rating process and then issuing our own paper in the international market. So we're very excited about that potential event that we have planned, and we'll be touching base with rating agencies as well as international banks.
Thank you both for your comments.